Dan Bidondi here, live at the Rhode Island State House, and once again, we're fighting for our Second Amendment, just like they did in 1776. We're doing it today politically. 15 gun bills are being heard today, and unfortunately, most of them are attacking our Second Amendment. And right next to me is a true patriot, Rhode Island State Representative Sherry Roberts. Your thoughts on, again, we got to do battle against tyrants.
It is unnecessary, so unnecessary. I mean, it's a Second Amendment. It's guaranteed to us. I don't understand it. But I'm going to go up there and fight. I'm on the judiciary, so I'm going to go up there and fight with everybody else on these bills. So I think the majority, for what I'm seeing, and I have received a lot of email, being a member of the judiciary, that the majority of the people want to keep their right to bear arms. So, I mean, of course, there is some opposition to that, but the majority of the people that I'm seeing, they want to keep the Second Amendment in place.
Even here in Rhode Island, most Democrats love the Second Amendment, which is good. You know what I mean? And you were a witness last year here that Mothers Demand Action took up all the front rows in the committee room to try to show some kind of numbers when we strongly outnumbered them.
Oh, yes, they were definitely outnumbered. That was just a show. That's all. They came in, they reserved the receipts early, and that's it. So.
Oh, great. Yeah, just something. Blake, I mean. All right, thank you, Sherry.
Thank you.
A true patriot right here, Sherry Roberts, Rhode Island State Representative. Hopefully governor someday.
Thank you.
This is Linda Finn here. Hi, Mrs. Finn. How you doing? Why do you keep attacking our gun rights?
Get it away. Get it out of my face.
Because it's going to come in time, you're going to start a war, you're not going to win.
Get it out of my face because I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you leave our gun rights alone. Leave our gun
Get
rights
away from
alone.
me. You're harassing me.
You're in
Get
my
away
space
from
now.
me. No, we're harassing
Leave
me.
our
Get
gun.
away
Leave
from
our
me.
gun rights alone.
Get away from me.
We're not going to tell you, okay?
Get away from me.
I'm not near you. You get away from
Get
me.
away from me.
Leave our gun rights alone.
Get away from me.
You're an evil person. That's what you are. You don't support the Constitution.
call the security?
Go ahead, you call the security. I'm not doing nothing. A witness is all
Get
over
away
here.
from me.
Oh, I'm sorry, because Channel 12 is going to spin the media again. Like you guys are the dominant people. You're not going to win. Leave our gun rights alone. I'm telling you. That right there, folks, is an evil person. Linda Finn, she's an evil person. She's a liar. She's against the Second Amendment. No, I was walking by, I asked her. Yes, I am very impressed. And you're not really a patriot either. You're not even a real citizen of this country, attacking our Second Amendment all the time.
Oh, really?
Hey, sir, it's got a question. You just talk about your son being trained in school, right? Why are you guys trying to attack the Second Amendment when guns are directed and historical save lives?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is the earth flat?
I'm sorry?
Is the earth flat?
It's irrelevant to what the question. This is about the Second Amendment.
Why won't you answer the question?
Why don't you answer the question? You're in here preaching lies and
Because I
falsified
don't wanna
falsified stats about the Second Amendment.
I didn't falsify anything.
You did.
Everything that I said was meticulously
This country is
documented.
built on the Second Amendment, and it's going to stay that
Good
way.
day.
You people are not taking it. Get over it. The Second Amendment's going to stay, and you people are not taking it. We're going to carry our guns proudly. Hey, sir, could you explain? You're over there advocating for gun control. I'm trying to ask you, how does gun control work? You're sitting there advocating for gun control.
Please leave me alone. I'll just ask you one time to leave me.
I understand, but you're a speaker on gun control, is that correct? I just seen you on the TV screen. You're sitting there saying you would rather have a guy shoot up a school without
I would
an
like
civilian.
I would like you to
Where do you
back
get your
away.
logic
Leave me
from?
alone. Please leave me alone.
Are you some kind of madman?
Why are you harassing me?
I'm not harassing you. You're a public speaker. I'm the press. I have a right to ask you questions.
And I am asking you to leave
You
me
have
alone.
you have a right to refuse my questions. Why would you have some guy shoot up a school without defending themselves? People like unbelievable. And Mr. Jello, how come they keep attacking our gun rights? I mean, I try to ask these women, the Mothers Demand Action, Linda Finn and all them, attacking our gun rights and everything. Nobody wants to answer questions here. And
people want to make
I understand makes things
everybody
safe.
safe.
Yeah, that's understandable.
That's
yeah.
Yep.
I understand, but I mean, like historically, countries that attack gun rights went to democide. I mean, I know you don't want that. I don't want that happening either. I had family who fought in the military back far as the revolution. You know what I mean? And we're here to try to protect our gun rights. And not just me, you, and all our kids. You know what I mean? So like, Linda Finn, I try to ask questions. She just comes lashing out at me. I mean,
Well, I think when you ask the question, why are you attacking our gun rights? Thank you. I think we are after safety. And when you ask the question that way, you're being antagonistic.
The question I try to present is like basically, at what point does safety become priority over our liberty? Like Benjamin Franklin said, anybody who would sacrifice liberty for safety.
That's a balance.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So wouldn't you rather have liberty over safety?
I think I want a balance.
Balance? Well, I mean, without liberty, you don't have safety. So are you going to answer us how does gun control work? How does gun control work? We sit there and exploit your poor son and you're not pushing gun control in the state. Do know that you're not pushing gun control. Sir, how could you say carrying a firearm for personal protection is not constitutional?
Because I'm a lawyer and I've read the cases.
Do you ever read the Constitution?
I've read the Constitution.
Where's the Second Amendment? Could you recite the Second Amendment?
Second Amendment. I'll tell you. No, I'm sure serious about that. The Second Amendment says that you have the right to keep, maintain, and bear arms. And the Rhode Island, let me finish. The Rhode Island Constitution is very similar to that. And there are two important Supreme Court cases. One is the U.S. Supreme Court's Heller decision, which said that Washington, D.C. could not prohibit people from owning guns at home and from having guns in their place of work if they own it. The Rhode Island case dealt with the right to carry, and the Supreme Court, our Supreme Court said that although there's a right to maintain a gun in your home and in your place of work, there is no constitutional right to walk around with a concealed weapon.
Or open carry? I mean, like...
You may have a statutory right because the General Assembly has created certain rights.
I mean, from the creation of the Second Amendment was the whole point of the Second Amendment is to protect us from a tyrannical government. That's the number one reason why the Second Amendment was established. I read the Fender's papers.
Do you want me to give you the citation for Mosby? That help?
No, I'm talking about these little factoids.
Yes, but
I'm talking about the Constitution. It grants everybody a right to carry a firearm. Concealed. I'm not harassing. I'm just asking questions.
I'm going to go in and get the
You can do that.
I'm a state rep.
He's answering my question.
I don't feel harassed.
I'm not harassing this gentleman. I'm asking questions. Well, it doesn't matter.
The Constitution gives you the right to maintain and bear arms. The justices who have interpreted that statute to mean that you have the right to maintain and bear arms in your home or your place of work.
That doesn't say that's arbitrary because it doesn't say that in the Second Amendment.
I'm not an advocate. What I'm telling you is when the Supreme Court tells us what the law is, that they're called the Supreme Court because they're supreme. Now, if the Supreme Court changes its decision, but current law says the current constitutional law does not give an individual the right to carry a weapon openly or concealed. I'm not.
Yeah, but it doesn't specify. It gives
What
every.
was your name, sir?
I'm Dan Bidondi. Nice to meet you, sir.
What I'm saying is that what you might want the law to be, or I might want the law to be, is not what the law
Yeah, but
is.
the courts have misinterpreted. I'm trying to say
Yes, but when you say the courts have misinterpreted, you're conceding that I'm accurately telling you what their interpretation is. So you may disagree with their interpretation of the Second Amendment, but I'm sorry that...
No, I'm just saying the Second Amendment says for us, we the people have the right to keep them down. I'm sure not be infringed. There's no...
I know that. But the right to bear arms, as set forth in the Constitution, according to the Supreme Courts, does not mean concealed carry or open carry. It just doesn't.
Well, I mean, everybody open carry back then. I mean, there was no specification, and I mean, it's clear as day. Even now, we're on the Constitution, the right to keep carry arms should not be.
The Supreme Court said, for example, that you can that you don't have the right to carry for an automatic weapon, as in a federal law bars you from having their automatic.
Yeah, the Brady bill.
Yes, but But if you have the right to keep and bear arms, why can't you have an M16? Because the Supreme Court has said that reasonable limitations on weapons is not an absolute right.
Yeah.
But carrying a gun openly or concealed is not actually a constitutional right, according to the Supreme, not according to Mike Kramer,
No,
according to the Supreme Court.
I understand. I'm not arguing with that. I know you're just repeating what they said, but they're wrong. I mean, the Second Amendment was. I mean, if you read the Founding Fathers'
And that's
statements.
because you went to law school and studied all this?
No, because I know the Founding Fathers. I know the Federalist Papers. Have a good day. Nice talking.
Sorry, got that wrong.
Today, I'm very angry. Today, at Family Day, I had to tell my 5-year-old son and my soon-to-be wife that you can't go out today because Dad has to go out to the State House to defend the very sacred right, the constitutional right, the right for all of us to defend ourselves, the God-given right, unalienable rights that our founding fathers installed upon us. And I should not have to be here, neither any of these people should have to be here to speak upon some of these deaf-ear politicians and group leaders here who are funded by George Soros groups and Ben Bloomberg. And but the thing is, the whole point is here, right, about to talk about gun control. I used to work for armed security in LA Bonds. I worked at Bank of America. Bank of America was getting robbed left and right until they hired us to do armed security. Almost every customer coming to that bank came and thanked us, saying we feel safe that you guys are here to protect us. And guess how many robberies after that when we were president at the bank? 0. Now I work in Bidondi with the alternative media. We have over 10,000 people here around, well over that, with the audience. Millions across the country and untold millions across the planet. We're huge. They go to several major platforms, Infowars.com, and all these other huge alternative media platforms. That being said, we hear the voices of the people, not the lie statistics that we all heard today. I pay attention to the people. I communicate with the people all the time. I know what they want. And I'm going to tell you out frankly, and excuse the language I'm going to use, but I can't come up with anything better that the American people, and I'm not talking about a small majority, I'm talking about maybe 60 to 70% of the American people are frankly pissed off. And when you piss off the American people, and if you don't know history, you're doomed to repeat it, as Edmund Burke said, a lawyer, one of the founding fathers. That being said, we need to put everyone on notice now, group leaders, politicians, state officials, federal government officials, that 1776 will convince again, if anyone tries to come and take our firearms, that our founding fathers, when we walk through these halls here, every one of you took a sworn oath on the Constitution, not your corporate lobbyists, not your corporate bankers and all that, you took a sworn oath on the Constitution. Now I'm here to put you all on notice that if you do not defend the Constitution, you will be facing treason charges when this revolution is over, the Second American Revolution, an information war. Because we're sick of it, I had enough of it. Every year I come out here, spend, I don't know, I've been here since 3 o'clock. I'm fed up. And excuse the grumpiness here, but I am fed up about this. I'm an American citizen first before anything. A patriot by choice. And it runs through my blood from the King Philip War, the Revolutionary War, all the world wars that my family fought alongside General George Washington to give us the Second Amendment. And over my dead body, I don't care if these anti-gun laws pass, over my dead body I am handed in by high-capacity magazines. And I speak for thousands of Rhode Islanders here. Look at Connecticut, when Governor Daniel Malloy, he passed that unconstitutional gun ban. Guess what? Tens of thousands of Connecticut citizens still got the high-capacity magazines. And the Connecticut State Police said we are not enforcing the law because it's unconstitutional. Now I talk to many police officers, Providence Police, State Police, Capitol Police. 90% of them will tell you you're on some kind of drug. Okay, if you believe that 10 rounds is going to take down a criminal. I took that kind of training for my job, and no way in hell is 10 rounds going to take down a criminal. And you can sit there all day and preach these little statistics, these little factoids like these groups here that do not know what they're talking about. Half these people are paid off by Bloomberg. That's why they have to bust people from New York to show some kind of support. Look at today, every time this legislation gets done, we have the majority here. We know Channel 12 and the dumbed down mainstream media loves to spin it the other way around. But that's why we're here, the alternative media, to show the truth, to show the people the real truth. And the spirit of 1776 lives in me and every one of us who love this country and love our Bill of Rights. And we will not relinquish our weapons. We are not going to give up our high-capacity magazines. If I want to have 15 or 100 round magazine, it's none of the state's damn business. Okay? It's none of the federal government's damn business. You work for us, we don't work for you. And that's why I put every political figure, every politician, every state official, federal official, even these group leaders, okay? Put me on notice. Again, 1776 will commence again if anyone tries to infringe on our rights, and that's why we went to war with Britain. That's why this state here right now, we were the first to declare our declaration of independence against the UK because one big reason they wanted our guns. And that's how the revolution started. And we have all the history here, all the facts. I'm not going to sit here and talk about facts. I'm talking about history here. Okay? All the stats we went over today. The thing is, you need to understand, and there's been this change, this different level, okay, that's going on in this country. There's a lot of great politicians, Justin Price here and all that I know personally, great people who serve the Constitution, like Sherry Roberts, West Street Lee, and Michael Church in jail, and all these other great people serve the Constitution the best in the building and represent the people. But Americans lost that touch. They walk through these hallways thinking they're gone. That we're walking upon other people. No, you work for us, plain and simple. I'm gonna, end it that way. And again, do not think you're gonna come and take our guns. We are not gonna obey the laws because those laws, as the Constitution says, any law that's repugnant to the Constitution is null and void. Plain and simple. The right to bear arms shall not be infringed. I don't know what the hell you people do not get. Shall not be infringed. And not only is the lawyer over here that went to this law school that says, well, it's only for people to defend their homes. Where the hell does this come from? The Constitution, the Second Amendment says, for the people to keep and bear arms, to carry a firearm, shall not be infringed. I don't see nothing else to say, oh, only in your homes, oh, what's going to be gun hunting? Oh, no, it's to protect ourselves against the federal government in our own state, if that, God forbid that. But I'm doing this politically, we're starting massive revolution, a political revolution here in the country. We got millions and millions of people with us. If you don't believe me, check all the stats, or the ratings, and all that stuff. We're beating the mainstream media because we tell the truth. We're not biased, we're not Republicans, Democrats, we're independents. We care about this damn country. We care about our gun rights. We're sick of people behind desks that do not give a crap about people's safety. They preach all day long, safety, safety, safety. Benjamin Franklin said, anyone who give up your safety for liberty don't deserve neither, okay? And that pertains to today. I don't care the time to change. The time to change because you people sat there over the years and made these unconstitutional gun laws, and far as a permit, I'm having a hell of a time getting my permit back. I had to pull teeth to get a permit just for my truck. And I'm going to end this here. And the thing is, the permit is unconstitutional. The Constitution, that's your permit. And every rounder right now should exercise that permit and stop this game. We don't need a damn permit, okay? The permit is the Constitution. Who are you saying we're going to return our rights and privileges like the driver's license a privilege? No, it's your right, not a privilege. And I'm here to spot the spirit of liberty in 1776 in the state of Rhode Island once again. Just like my family did back in the Revolution, I'm going to do the same damn thing. Defend this republic, defend the Constitution, and remember, anybody that's with us, you are the resistance. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for Dan? Thank you, Dan.
That's awesome. So you're obviously a good supporter of the Second Amendment.
I think so. I like to think of it as the right to bear arms, not the Second Amendment. I don't get my rights from any constitution. I get them from nature.
Yeah, it's a God-given right for us to defend ourselves. Even the animals defend themselves, so why does us humans have to give up that right?
Exactly. You got it. Yes.
So it doesn't make you sick. I mean, every year we got to come out to do this, take time away from our lives to come out and try to fight for something that should already be engraved in stone?
Well, of course that makes me sick. It makes me angry. But, I mean, I have to do it. I was just telling Joe here. I mean, it's not like we respect the government because they keep trying to take our rights. It's because we got to come out here, we got to skirmish with these guys to defend ourselves. That's the whole problem.
Right, so you're passing out literature on the bills, obviously, and to support and not to support certain bills. Yeah, I love the shirt, man. This is a discussion we have to be out here every damn year to defend our Second Amendment.
Well, it's the same bills every year, but the outside money comes in from various folks for the antis, but the pro-gun people you're seeing Rhode Island folks here, blue-collar guys that are contributing and taking time off from their work to come up here and fight for their gun rights and to fight for everybody else's gun. The ability to defend yourselves, right, and your family. And this pretty clear in the Constitution what it says, right? That's right. And we are not for criminals having guns or anything else, but we are for citizens being able to protect themselves and their country and their state if necessary, okay? And we're going to keep coming here and coming here and coming here, just like we've been doing. I've been doing this for over 50 years, right? Right now, the Second Amendment Coalition of Rhode Island has taken the reins, and if you are a gun owner and you don't belong to the Rhode Island Second Amendment Coalition or the National Rifle Association, you are not helping us, right? And it's all dollars and cents. Please come and help us. Join the Rhode Island Second Amendment Coalition. Yes, there is a website, and there's also a website for the National Rifle Association. Go to them and defend your right to protect yourself, you and your family.
Defending liberty in the spirit of 1776. It's Dan Bidondi on TruthRadioShow.com.